Welcome to another podcast, Lifted by Life Proof. I'm your host, Tizzy, and I'm here with my co-host,
Romario.
And this is our very first episode of Crep'ed in the Corner. It's a new segment that's going to be talking about shoes, resellers, retail, UAs, fakes, the whole nine. We're covering the whole sneaker demographic, but we're also going to be covering different content based on topics, political issues, and it's going to be unfiltered where we can say what we want. It's going to be a safe space for everyone to say and communicate whatever they want. For those of you who don't know, CREPCORE is a sneaker source supplying company that I founded along with the co-founder around 4-5 years ago. And back when we started it, it was just about the money at the time. I'm real. I just wanted that bread, you know what I mean? I just wanted to make some money, make a bit of change. But obviously, as time went on, I started seeing more shoes. It became more of a hobby, more of an interest, more something I did in my free time. And the amount of shoes I've seen from then to now, ridiculous. Like I just love shoes. So now it's a thing where I want to share my love and interest with other people that have that same love and interest. So I want now CREPCORE to be a community. I want to be a place where people can come buy shoes at an affordable, keyword affordable price. I'm not a reseller. Can I just put out there, disclaimer, I am not a reseller, people. But yeah, that's what I want to do. What about you, Mr. Romario? Tell them about yourself.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a new entrepreneur, as you can say. I want to start my own business in technology. As far as shoes, I'm what you could say a sneakerhead. I do know a little bit about the market. I do have a good collection of shoes, but I'm still early in the game. But I do want to get more into it, have a more variety of different collection. But yeah.
Okay, so you say you know a lot about shoes, yeah?
I can say I'm
gonna test you.
I'm a bit.
When you come on this show, I'm gonna test your knowledge. You can't say things like that. So, first question then. Let's talk about fakes.
That's a good
and
fakes.
Authentic.
Go on.
So
before we start, when you say shoes, are we talking about 1, 2, 3?
Okay, let's say the typical fours. Everyone knows about Jordan 4s. So say I have a pair of black cat Jordan 4s in my hand. Say I have a fake one in my hand on the left and a real one in my right hand. What's the difference?
Not really much, obviously.
Not really much.
Well, what's that? Before, I'll probably check the fabric first.
The fabric?
Like the texture of it, because you know you got some.
What if it's leather?
There's a difference because from visual and feel is different.
So
obviously,
feel.
black cats have a velvet Velcro kind of material.
No.
Come on, let's be real. It has like a sway material, like it's almost.
Okay, mate. So clearly, you don't know about the shoes.
Fam, come on, let's be real.
That's not what it is.
Sticking, fabric. There's so many things you can take into account. You can tell it's fake.
Okay, so if I had them on my feet, both of them,
I couldn't tell.
Could you tell which one?
Nah,
you couldn't tell
I
which
have
one.
to physically hold on to eyes.
So you have to look. So you're telling me in order to tell if a shoe is real or fake, you have to look up close in your face for you to tell.
And also, I have to kind of feel it. I just feel my foot.
How does a fake one feel?
It feels very. That's a good question. It feels very.
Very what?
Squidgy.
So you've worn fake shoes?
Yeah, I'm a Apple fake shoes. I remember my first fake pair. I remember when Huaraches came out. You remember that red one?
You were fake Huaraches?
Listen. Remember at the time they were very expensive. And I remember they were loose.
Bro, they were £65.
Bro, back then I didn't have P. I was young. I didn't have P like that. So I remember I went to AliExpress. Don't judge me. And I was like, yeah, £30. So
£30.
It sounded too good to be true. I got them. But fam, the shit was fake, fam. It felt like plastic on my feet. I was like, yo, that's
Did they give you friction burn?
Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
How long did quality-wise? How long would you say they lasted for? Did they start falling apart at any certain time?
Bro, I threw it away instantly. I didn't like how it felt on my feet. It felt disgusting.
Did it look the part though?
It looked big. It looked like you know them indoors fluffy shoes. It felt like that.
Slippers.
Yeah, I just threw it away.
So would you say they look the part though? Like if you didn't buy them on AliExpress and someone's like, here, take these, bro. I got these authentic.
Yeah.
Would they look authentic?
Yeah, but again, it did look authentic to me. But then when I tried them on, I was like, nah. And the fabric, nah. But yeah.
Okay, so let me put the definition between real and fake shoes. So it doesn't matter how it looks, how it feels. The definition of fake is if it isn't brought or sold or distributed by the supplier. So for example, in this situation, Nike is a supplier. They're the main supplier of the shoes, not resellers, Nike. And Nike are the ones that put it out there. So if you don't get it from Nike and you don't have the pay the receipt or whatever is classed as a fake. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. It's like the same shit. I feel like it doesn't make no sense. Like, because they come from the same manufacturer, which is from either China, Thailand. They produce the same. Yeah, because it doesn't mean it's fake. It's still the same shoe.
See, that's that word there, supplier, and you said manufacturer.
Yeah, because remember each company, like Louis Vuitton, Nike, every big mainstream company will have a shoe manufactured from a cheap labor. They're all the same. It's just that they don't have that fine print, which is them, like Nike, Louis Vuitton. That's why people classify it as fake. But on the real hand, it is real.
And that's the thing. I feel like that's where people get it misconstrued. Because you know how many times I've been back when I was in school, even now, whenever you mention like a shoe that isn't real, they'll be like, "Oh, I don't want no Chinese shoes. I don't want no Vietnam shoes." And it's like, if you look, what does that inside label of your shoe say? When it says made in, where's it made? Turkey.
You gotta understand that people are very small-minded. Because people think, okay, cool, Nike doesn't make them. Nike gets the shoes manufactured from a cheap labor country such as Thailand, China. Because remember, buying it from there is cheap. They just sell it to make more profit.
Exactly.
Think about it.
So when Nike order a certain amount of shoes, they aren't making. I feel like people have this weird idea in their head that Nike make their shoes specifically by themselves and they send it out to be sold. It doesn't work that way. They can consign different factories to make it, and those factories there will then ship the order to them, and then they'll distribute it. There's a difference between manufacturers and distributors, and people don't understand that.
Exactly.
When it's being distributed, it's not the same as it being manufactured.
Exactly.
So if just because you didn't get it from Nike, that doesn't mean that it's real or if it's fake.
But let's be real, we've all been there where we thought Nike made a shoes, but if you actually do your due diligence, it's actually been manufactured from different countries. So people kind of don't do the due diligence. They just think that Nike, Louis Vuitton make it, but really, who has time for that? Let's be real. Who has time to make a shoe so you can easily get from there?
The thing is, shoes are very cheaply made. Like shoes, there's cheap labor to make them, and they cost cheap money to make as well.
Exactly.
Like for example, you see, like we said, the Jordan 4 Black Cats. They resell for around 700.
Depends on the size, actually. Let's be fair. It depends on the size.
But they say on StockX, they resell for like easily at least five bills, 500.
There you go.
How much do you think it costs to make that shoe?
Realistically,
give me an estimate.
Okay, I'll probably say less than £100. Less than £100, in my opinion.
Give me an exact number.
Probably £75.
£75.
Plus, I'll say £75. Shipping costs total to £100, in my opinion.
Should I give you the actual price?
Go on.
It costs £27 to make.
Stop lying.
£27.
Really?
For one pair. Maybe even less than that.
Damn.
It goes around that
I didn't
margin.
know that, you know. What?
Yeah,
That's mad.
because obviously they buy the materials in bulk.
Yo.
And the materials aren't that expensive. Like,
mad.
if I was to give you like a premium shoe that costs money to make, for example, the Off-White 4s, it's cut with finer fabrics, finer materials that aren't as easy to come by. That costs a bit more, but not by that much. Around like £60, maybe even less than that.
But then why do people make such a big fuss if it's fake? It's still from the same manufacturer though.
And that's why that's the next topic I want to get onto.
That's what pisses me off.
Resellers. What do you know about resellers?
I know that resellers they take the piss and extort by buying things in bulk and sell it just to make a huge profit.
Have you ever bought off a reseller?
Never.
Would you ever buy from a reseller? So say if you saw one pair of shoes that you couldn't get in the retailer no more, and only resellers had it, and it was costing you like, I don't know,
give me money.
Let's say it went for let's say it started at 120 and resellers are flipping it now for 379.
Nah, I can't lie. I have a set number. Anything over £200, I'm not doing it.
Huh? Why? Okay, why only over 200?
Because it's like, what's the point, fam? Like that money, like I'm spending. Why am I spending £370, 300 over 3 bills over shoes? I could use that money for something else, in my opinion.
Exactly.
It's not financially. To be honest, that's not financially responsible, in my opinion.
And the thing is, I get if you're rich, if you're wealthy, that can work.
Yeah, there you go.
But a lot of people aren't wealthy, especially a lot of people that buy shoes. They're not. I don't feel like they're financially smart, because if you're telling me you rather go spend £400 on a shoe that comes out in a different colorways that go for cheaper.
Exactly.
I don't think that makes sense.
No, it is. People. Sorry to cut you off. I feel like people do that to follow a trend. They want to be known as I've got the biggest shoe collection, but realistically, let's be real, it's a trend that people want to follow.
And that's the thing. I feel like people don't even buy shoes because they don't even buy it for themselves anymore. They buy it because of other people's approval. Like they don't buy this shoe and think, oh yeah, I really want this shoe. I feel like they buy it and be like, oh, people are gonna think, I got money, you know, because I spent this much.
Yeah, that's like you're right. I agree with you. Like, people buy it. Yeah.
Like I don't like that sort of stigma now that it's becoming a thing, and I blame resellers. You know, like I get it. As a reseller, you gotta have your hustle. You know what I mean? Everyone's gotta make their money. Fair enough. I'm not hating on resellers, but it gets to a point where there's no alternative for a reseller. Like people don't have anywhere else to go apart from a reseller. It's like they're forced to do that. And why is that? And it's because what people don't understand is they've given resellers all this power now. They want to complain about, I'm not paying this much for resale. But you lot have been the ones that have given resellers the power. If you lot just said no, I'm not buying it, and you just waited, resellers wouldn't have anything to sell.
But you gotta understand, like you always say, charge it, innit? You have to charge it to the game, bro.
Yeah, charge it, but I'm charging it back as well. That's why I now have Crep'core. I want it to be that safer alternative, that cheaper alternative. So you see my prices here. Say you want a pair of give me a shoe that we haven't said. Just any shoe.
I want the Jordan 4 Lightning.
Jordan 4 Lightning. Okay, Jordan 4 Lightning. I think they resell for around. I think they're at $279 now.
I want those.
How much do you reckon I would charge you for it?
Probably like 220.
220.
If I'm correct. 220.
Yeah, I charge you 220.
Yeah.
But what if I told you I could charge you the retail price, so 130?
I'd love it. It'll sound too good to be true, but I'd love that.
Would you be skeptical of buying from me?
Yes and no, because it's weird. Because I'm so used to resellers making a profit of shoes from like a resale price, I'll probably be like,
you'd be skeptical. You'd be like, what am I getting out of this?
Yeah, like why? Like how are you making money from this? In my opinion, like bro, like you are a shoe company. You're not gonna make profit. How you make your profit of selling it at the retail price?
So if I came to so say I came to you and said I got this shoe 130 there, and then a reseller came to you and goes, I got the shoe 270.
Yeah, you can piss off.
He's got receipt and everything.
He can piss off.
He's got a receipt and proof of purchase. I tell you, bro, I ain't got proof of purchase. I just got the shoe.
Oh, I can't lie.
See, that changes your mind now.
Okay, I can't lie. I'm a cheap guy. I'm very cheap. So I probably say that I probably have to like tell the reseller to leave and get the one without the.
So you'd come to me with the 130.
Yeah.
Even though I have no proof of purchase, I can't prove where I got from.
I would do it.
It could be
I'll do it.
You still come to me.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people wouldn't say your answer. A lot of people would still go to that reseller. I'm saving you £100 and something less, but they'll still go to that reseller and say otherwise. Why is that?
You know why? Like I said to you from before, it's a stamp of approval. They want the authentication.
Exactly. It's like that green light, that go ahead. Like, oh yeah, I'm valid. That piece of paper validates you spending that much money.
But you gotta understand as well, yeah. If like, let's put yourself in their shoes. You're paying. Let's say you paid money for something. You're gonna want obviously proof of purchase. You're gonna want some sort of authentication. So, how do you defend yourself from that then?
Okay, but since when did proof of purchase become like that ticket now to buying shoes? People now should just be able to know, like, look at a shoe. The quality's good. It looks good. It feels good. Buy it. Like, why do you need to know about if the stitching's off underneath the shoe where no one's gonna see, or if it slightly looks. Like, no one cares about these small details, but these small details validate people spending 200 more, 300, 400 pound more. And
you know what it is? I'm 50-50. Like, I understand, but then I'm very like, but you know what it is? People want to look presentable as well, and people care about how they present themselves. They don't want to be the laughing stock, which I understand. But at the same time, like, you got to do what you got to do, innit? Like, who cares if it's fake? Like I said, they all come from the same manufacturer. You know what I mean? It's just people have this whole facade, like, oh my god, I don't know, man.
Okay, well, to clarify, with fakes and have you heard of what unauthorized authentics are?
No, please tell me what.
You don't know what they are?
No, what does that mean?
Okay, so unauthorized authentics are literally what it says in the name. They're unauthorized authentics, which means Nike didn't authorize that batch to come in. So, for example, Nike, they say they want a pair of Lightning 4s and they're going to put them out to the marketplace. And they consign the factory to make 26,000 pairs, but they only take 15,000 of those pairs, and the remaining 1,000 don't get sent to Nike. What do you think happens to those remaining?
Bro, they're gonna that's called dead stock. So they're gonna utilize it by making money from it, by giving it away.
Okay, but it can't. You know why it doesn't class as dead stock?
Right.
What is dead stock? Do you know what dead stock is?
Dead stock is like basically dead stock is, to me, is for business when they have extra baggage and don't want to get rid of it. So you have more quantity, you have extra, you just want to get rid of it. That's dead stock.
Yeah, that's true. That's what dead stock is. But in this situation, that's not dead stock because those pairs that Nike didn't take for the batch, they haven't gone through post production. So same way you have a movie, you have pre-production, production, and post production. Now those 26,000 pairs, only 15,000 went through pre-production and post. Do you follow?
Yeah, I understand now.
And then the ones that they didn't sell off, they didn't go through post-production. So same way you have a movie, if a movie doesn't go through post-production, you ain't got no edits, you ain't got no effects, it just looks like, you ain't got no CGI, it just looks like someone running around in an empty space.
So it's just raw footage.
So yeah, it's just raw footage. So would you go to cinema and watch raw footage?
No, because why am I paying? Nah, oh hell no, because I'm paying for a service. So
Yeah, but you're literally paying to go watch
exactly,
BTS basically.
You know what I mean? Like, exactly.
So that's what unauthorized authentics are.
Okay.
Their shoes, they're technically authentic, but because they haven't gone through post-production and they haven't gone through all the channels of Nike, it is classed as a fake. Do you think that should be the right labeling for it? Like, do you think that should be the situation?
No, really. It's just it's still shoes at the end of the day. Like it's like it's to be honest, it's still shoes in my opinion.
Like if that same factory that Nike works with made multiple pairs of that shoe, but it didn't go through Nike's channels, that's classed as a fake. Why do you think that's the case?
Because people wanna. I don't know. That's a good question. Like that's a very good question. I just feel like people are just weird like that. They want to be like, oh, they want that exclusivity. Oh, I got this. There's only 15 pair of shoes. I'm part of the 15,000 individuals. It's all, you know what I'm trying to say. Everyone's trying to be part of that group. Oh my god, 15,000. Oh my god, look at me. I've got the brand new shoes. But you know what I mean? They just want to. It's a trend in my opinion.
Exactly. Like the difference between UAs and fakes are UAs. They're consigned by these factories that Nike work with. Fakes, on the other hand, they're a bit of that's a different thing in itself because I've seen some, they're fakes and there's reps. I've seen some reps that look good, like they looked 1-to-1, but they're not built to last, and that's why they're called replicas. Because
would you wear reps? Be honest.
Would I wear reps?
Yeah, I would.
It depends on the circumstance.
So let's just say for example you want to sell.
Okay, put it like this: if I didn't have Crep'corre, I would wear reps because I wouldn't know any better. But
okay.
Because I know what UAs are and I know the sneaker market, I have no reason to wear reps. And the reason why I wouldn't wear reps is because reps aren't made to last. Reps, the comfortability is not really as there with reps. Like long-term wise, reps will wear off. Whereas retail UAs, the comfort will always be there. I can't lie. Let me tell you a story actually. I used to wear fakes back a day, like when I was a kid. Like back when I was in school. Because obviously I didn't know about like Jordans and stuff, and when I got told about Jordans, I was like, these are like, if you had Jordans back in school, you were that guy, you know, like you were basically rich.
It's almost
you
like
came with the
kickers,
retros, you were rich.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, there was this site called it was like AliExpress. It was called iOffer. What was it? iOffer. Yeah, it was iOffer. And they were selling like a pair of Jordan 4 white cements, and they looked good, you know. They were using the same picture and everything, but then when I ordered them, like there were a few differences, and I didn't clock it until someone with a real pair walked past me, and I was looking at his, and I was looking at mine, and I'm like, hold on, why is he looking like mine? These are fake. But then I searched it up, and mine were looking a bit funky. But like, why is the tag like slightly pink?
I'm so sorry.
And then obviously I started wearing them more and more, and it started burning my foot bottom. Like I'm talking.
I'm surprised
I
you
had to take out the insole. Like, it was burning my foot.
Yo, what size did you get to be burning your foot bottom?
Nah, it was my size, but it was just it was like degradable. Like the grip was wearing off. The grip was wearing off. The back of it, because there's like a cushioning for the heel of every shoe.
Kyla, you're brave for telling the story though. You're brave.
I'm not ashamed of it because I've learned from it. Because now I wouldn't do that now. But back a day, I felt like I wanted to fit in.
I've got a question still. So, how do you feel about people wearing like reps? Do you care? Would you still mess? Would you still rep? Would you still like rep? Like not represent? Would you still mess with someone if they're wearing fakes?
I wouldn't really care, to be honest. It's only a problem when you try and claim them as real, because then you're robbing people. Like if you get a rep or fake and then you advertise someone that you know wants to buy the real thing for its value, and you sell it to them for their resale price. It's like a pair of Travis Scotts. If they go for like a grand and a bit, If you get a fake one that you spend like £100 on and you sell that to someone for like £1,000, I don't like that. That's robbery.
They should go to hell for that, in my opinion. Cause
That's thief, and that's where I have a problem.
Unacceptable.
I don't care if you wear reps on a regular. That's your business, but don't sell it as the resale price.
Alright, I've got a scenario for you then. And I want your honest opinion.
Oh boy.
Alright, cool. So, let's just say one of your brethren are going out, right? And obviously, you obviously from how you look, you like to be presentable. You look designer stuff. Let's just say someone will look financially
up there.
Yeah, but you could tell they wanted to fit in with you lot, and he's wearing fake like Air Force 2s. You know what I'm talking about?
Air Force 2s, is that
like them long Air Force 2s. But he's wearing fakes, but they're like fake, but they look different. Would you still like mess with him? But then people in public are cussing him out. Would you defend him?
Are they blatant fakes? Like,
yes,
talking like
but he doesn't have the money.
Looking like constipated.
Not really, yeah. But you know that people are like chatting about his back. Would you defend him?
Would I defend him?
You clearly see he's fake. Would you defend him?
Oh, how am I defending him though? Like,
just be like, bro, don't worry about it, family.
Obviously, I wouldn't join in on it. I'd let him know, like, bro, I can't like. Where'd you get them fakes from, bro? Like, they're looking a bit funky, bro. I'd tell him discreetly. Like, I feel like them lot would be more bait about it and laugh. But I'd be like, bro, I can't like. Those are blatant fakes.
Okay, so you wouldn't like.
I'll be discreet about it, but I'm not. If he's my boy, I'm not about to let my boy be walking around in some fugazis. You know what I mean? Where the jump man's doing like somersaults and stuff. You know what I mean? I'd have to tell him. I'd have to tell him. You know how many times I go out in public on a daily basis and I see multiple fakes, but I can't call people out like that because I don't know their circumstances.
This might be really, really controversial.
Go.
But you know who gets away with it? The Chinese though. They get away with it.
What do you mean the Chinese?
They get away with it. Like, I'm not trying to be racist, but they get away with it. You know why? Because it's like, if you look at it, them lot design it. Them lot.
What do you mean them lot? What do you mean?
Hear me out. Let me land the plane. Like, those are the manufacturers because they're cheap labor. I'm not saying they're cheap, but they get cheap. But then they get away with it because when they come to England, you don't see people say, "Oh, look at the fake." Think about it though.
I mean,
but then why us black people here? Why is it? Like, I'm gonna be real. Why is it with us black people we have to put someone down because they're wearing fake stuff, but the Chinese and the Indians or the Vietnamese they don't get bashed for it. Think about that.
You know what? Yeah, let's
be real. Like, let's come on, please.
I feel like it's like if you was to flip it around, it's like Jamaica, innit? Like, are you gonna let a Chinese man come into a yard shop and tell you about your food?
Well, if it's not like meeting standards, yeah, why not? He has a right.
Like, obviously, it's produced in their home, like most of their homeland. So if they're gonna get the connect. Same way, like, you know, Jamaicans, how we have like certain stuff that we can get. Like, you know when your family comes over, or you gotta send them stuff and they come with the barrel.
Yeah,
you know, the barrel full of stuff.
Yeah.
It could be like that for them. They probably have family at home that imports them stuff for a cheap price and they just wear it.
But then they're trying to get away with it. Like, we don't see us be like, oh, they're fake. We accept them as normal.
I feel like as black people as well, we force that star image. Like, like as a black guy, you gotta look a certain way. You gotta have the latest stuff. And obviously, some people might do it where
tell a Jamaican that their clock's fake. What's the cost you want?
Can you even get fake clocks? Can you even get fake clocks?
You can.
I don't know about fake clocks. I don't know about fake clocks.
If you can get a fake iPhone or fake stuff, you can get anything fake. In my opinion, think about it. Like the way how this world is so resourceful, you can get anything in this world. It's actually
see when it comes to stuff like technology, fake. That I feel like that's a lot more clear.
AirPods.
That's a lot more clear though, because obviously I feel like look at it like this. This is a big thing when it comes to fakes as well. Quality. With shoes, most of them, they come with good quality. Reps, they come with quality on the outside, but not on the inside. With UAs, you're getting it all in all. But when it comes to electronical fakes, you can't really fake that.
That's true.
Because you're switching out like the premium hardware for the cheaper hardware. And with stuff like that, it's an easier tell. Same way with clothes. This is the one thing I don't agree with fake clothes, because when you get fake clothes, you're compromising the quality. There's literally no point in wearing fake clothes.
Elaborate on that.
Okay, you see with fake shoes, it's still doing its job. You're walking, it's still covering your foot. With fake clothes, the whole point of fine clothing is the quality, the thickness. Have you ever seen fake arms? I've seen people with fake
What
clothes.
do you mean fake? Like you like fake?
Like
bags?
designer, like Gucci, like fake Gucci, fake LV. I don't understand that.
What, the bag or the actual like?
The clothing, like the.
I've never seen a fake LV in my life. I've never seen one.
I've seen it. Like when you go to like Chinese websites, there's fake stuff. Like I've seen a couple. Not gonna say no names, but I've seen some people wearing some fake Palm Angels. You know.
That's them. You gotta understand. You gotta understand.
No, but then it's like you're literally not even buying it for you, because when you buy fake clothing, you literally the quality goes out the window when you buy fake clothing. The whole point of fine, expensive clothing is it's made with fine materials. Shoes, they're made with more or less the same materials most of the time. But clothing, like if you go into Selfridges or Harvey Nichols, when you touch a piece of clothing,
you can tell it's
you
like,
feel that fineness.
It's either like,
and you can't fake that. You can't fake that. And that's the thing with clothing. But guys, we're going over the pilot time.
But
that's
thank you for tuning in.
But thank you for watching us. Continue with the next episode. I'm your host, Tizzy.
I'm your host, Romario.
See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.